Along with keywords, you can use search operators within a search engine to become a more efficient searcher. We'll give a few examples in a moment, but just to define what a search operator is and what it actually does, we're going to take a look at the plus operator, which is automatic. With the advent of search engines, they're automatically added the plus sign. So what does an operator do in this example? In the previous video, we looked for the weather forecast in Killarney on Friday, and we worked out that the keywords were Killarney, Friday, weather. A long time ago, you would have to use the plus operator between each word required. So example, your search term would read Killarney plus weather plus Friday. With the advent of search engines getting more powerful, the add operator is automatically added between each keyword. Tokyo time would read to a search engine Tokyo plus time. It's no longer required to be used. Two other operators we're going to take a look at, one at a time, is the minus operator and the phrase operator. We'll start with the phrase operator first. The way a normal search engine works, by typing in the words search term, the search engine looks for the two words separately from each other. They just have to appear on the actual web page. Search could be the 6th word on the page, and term could be the 206th word on the page, which can complicate things when you're trying to look for specific information. In other words, you're getting far too much information. But by encapsulating the words you're looking for within phrase marks, specific phrase marks, the search engine only finds the words in that order together, side by side, left to right, in these two examples. Search term, open quote, close quote, will find the exact phrase search term contained within the page. The two words would have to be together on the page, side by side, left to right. The other example here is social media. Excuse me. By typing in open quote, social media, close quote, again, the search engine does not look for the words randomly around the page. It looks for a web page which has the first word social followed by the second word media combined together within a paragraph, within a sentence. So let's take a look at some examples now by using the phrase mark. So we'll go home and carry out a search. So in this example, we'll take a look for budget flights. budgetflights. And then hit the enter key on the keyboard. We have found 194 million websites that have the words budget and flights contained in them in a 1/6 of a second. So remember, the search engine gives itself so much time, usually under 1 second, to find the information. So in under 1 second, Google, the search engine, found 194 million websites that had the word budget and the word flights contained within the page. This does not mean that the words are together as our search terms require, budget flights. So remember, 194 million websites. Let's encapsulate our search terms with the phrase marks, close quote and open quote. And remember, we had 194 million websites. We'll press the enter key on the keyboard now, and we now only have 1,450,000. Why? Because the search engine this time looked for the words side by side together as a phrase. This is the best website for budget flights in Ireland, for example. The words budget flights came together, not separately, as in the budget this year the tax has gone up on diesel by so much, and on the same page there could be a reference to flights also. but the two words are not together, as in this example. The words are not together. 194 million websites. Budget one word, flights the second word, randomly appearing anywhere on the web page, as opposed to using phrase marks. 1,450,000, a big reduction from 194 down to 1.5 million by using quotation marks. We'll take a look at another example now just to practice, and please you do practice also. So we'll take a look how to charge a car battery, for example. How to charge a car battery. How to charge a car, I missed out the C. And then we'll hit the enter key on the keyboard. How to charge a car battery, and we found over 500,000 websites in under 1 second. So remember, Google, the search engine, gives you approximately, or gives itself under a second to pride itself on getting information quickly for you. But 513 million websites is a lot of websites. Why? Because the search engine in under a second has looked for the words a, charge, to, car, battery, how, the random words appearing around the document, as opposed to the exact phrase how to charge a car battery, the words appearing in that order on the web page. So to make sure our search terms are exact, we're going to use the operator open quote, phrase mark at the beginning, and close quote phrase mark at the end. Note there is no space between the quotation and the end letter. There's no space between the quotation and the starting letter. And this search will look exactly for the phrase how to charge a car battery. Those words must appear in that order from left to right. We'll press the enter key on the keyboard now. And sure enough, we're now down to 170,000. A stark difference from 513 million by simply using phrase marks. And just one more example now of using phrase marks. So hypothetically, we're trying to research the difference between diesel and petrol, for example. So we'll type in diesel versus petrol. And we'll carry out that keyword search by pressing the enter key. And the results that come back are in the millions, 539 million in under 1 second. But by encapsulating our search terms as a phrase, if the search term requires a phrase, that is, in this example they do, we'll only get the information relating to diesel versus petrol as written left to right. Diesel 1 versus 2, petrol 3, in that order, in the same sentence paragraph. So we'll press the enter key on the keyboard now. And that's reduced down to 35,900. So again, we'll take a look. Diesel versus petrol with no phrase marks, 539 million. With phrase marks, 35,900.